Now, the Renault Duster has been one car in 2026 that's got the automotive world talking. We've already driven the 1.3 litre turbo-petrol engine in that car, but we've also had an opportunity to drive the 1 litre powertrain. Now, before I tell you my views on that, we've got Mr. Stephane Deblaise with us, who's the CEO of Renault Group in India, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about that car and what went into the thought behind the 1 litre power plant. Hi, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Nice to meet
first
you.
of all, let's quickly get into the fact that the Duster is available in 5 to 6 variants when you keep in mind the fact that there's a top-end iconic plus variant as well. But the 1 litre power plant, now that's only available in the base 3 variants. What's been the thinking behind that?
But we wanted to distinguish the two versions, the 160 horsepower, which is the one you call 1.3 turbo, which is a turbo engine, and the other one, which is a turbo 100. And we think that it is not the same kind of customers. If you want to target fuel economy, less expensive car, the Turbo 100 is the best for you. And if you want to have something more powerful, you take the 160 horsepower.
So keeping in mind that the 1 litre turbo petrol engine category in India in these kind of SUVs, people have been opting for that a lot. So in terms of if there is a buyer demand for something that is better spec but with the 1 litre power plant, is Renault looking to do that in the future maybe?
Yeah, when I arrived in September 25, I understood that we were not proposing enough solution in terms of powertrain. And you will see that our in the future, our lineup will have more and more powertrains. For instance, we have announced on our RGEP platform, the one from Triber and Kiger, new solutions. We have announced the hybrid on Duster, which will be at Diwali. But you will see that during the life cycle of the car, we will introduce new powertrains. This you can count on us.
Now, another thing with the 1 litre power plant, I've had the chance to drive it. I think the manual offers good driver engagement. But in that space, there's been a demand for an automatic as well, which is something that's not the case with the 1 litre, at least as of now. So can you enlighten us a little bit more about that?
You are not the first one to ask me the question. It means it's a good question. In this part of prices, the mix of two pedal is less than in the higher prices. Nevertheless, it's about 20% of the demand in this kind of prices, meaning that today we don't address these customers. We are working on this topic, and I don't say more, but we are working on this topic.
All right. So the 1 litre power plant, I've driven it for a short while. I think it's an energetic car to drive if you get it right. What was the challenge behind trying to make sure that someone who's driving the 1 litre car is also getting the same Duster experience that probably like the bigger engine does? Because in terms of ride quality and stuff, it was pretty much on par. So what was the biggest challenge behind making sure that the 1 litre does not feel lacking in any kind?
The Turbo 100, as you said, the Duster Turbo 100, as you said, it is a Duster. First, it is a Duster. And even me, the first time I drove the Mules car with a 100 horsepower turbo, I was surprised because the car is very well fitting to this engine. The reason, what is the reason? We did a lot of tuning because crankshaft and crankshaft, for instance, is the heart of the engine, but you never change this. And this is creating the base of the engine. But the tunings now with the software that we can change and improve are making what the customer feel about the engine.
Okay, if I could quickly ask you, has there been any kind of customer interest that you've been able to gauge between the 1.3 and the 1 litre? Which is the more preferred powertrain by buyers at this point of time? Or is that something that is still
we just launched the 100 horsepower turbo. We just launched these days, in fact, really, because it is just now in the dealerships. We don't know yet to ensure what kind of customer are addressing this one and this one. We know what is our target. Target is people more sensitive to the price and more sensitive to fuel economy. but I'm sure that it can give a very good result in terms of customer satisfaction and volumes.
So now we know that the Duster is going to be coming in multiple powertrains. We've heard that before. You've confirmed that to us right now. One last question. We know that the 1.3 Duster, now that's for the enthusiast who wants performance and does not want any compromises over there. The hybrid is going to be coming in later this year, and we know that's going to be for the sensible driver who prefers a little bit more fuel economy, let's say. Where do you see the 1 liter positioned in that powertrain bunch?
As I said, the B plus SUV segment is just upper the B SUV segment. And you need a bridge for customers who were in the B SUV segment, less than 4 meters, to offer something that they can afford and is much better than the B SUV segment. And for this, the Duster 100 horsepower turbo is the best solution.
Thank you so much for enlightening us on that. That was all for this video. Do you have any comments about what Mr. Stephane Deblaise said about the Duster 1 liter? Please drop them in the comments below. We'll definitely answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, goodbye.